Maybe something not unexpected. The FDIC has now put out a release with regard to the now wind down of Silicon Valley Bank. In their news release, the FDIC rather says that Silicon Valley Bank Santa Clara was closed today by the California Department of Financial Protection and Innovation, which appointed the FDIC, the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, as the receiver, so the administrator of this now wound down bank, or the process of being wound down bank. To protect depositors, the FDIC has created a Deposit Insurance National Bank of Santa Clara. At the time of closing, the FDIC, as receiver, immediately transferred to this new receiver bank all of the insured deposits that were held at Silicon Valley Bank. They go on to say that all insured depositors will have full access to their insured deposits no later than this coming Monday morning, March 13th. The FDIC will pay uninsured depositors an advance dividend within the next week, and those uninsured depositors will receive a receivership certificate for the remaining amount of their uninsured funds, uninsured that are held at Silicon Valley Bank. This is all happening as the FDIC sells the assets of Silicon Valley Bank, and when they do, future dividend payments will be made to those uninsured depositors. So the point here being, Carl and Sarah, a receiver bank has been now set up to basically take over all of the operations of Silicon Valley Bank. Those with FDIC insured deposits will have their money back, no problem. But the ones who have in excess of their insured deposit amounts will have to kind of wait and see what happens with these certificates as they kind of go through this whole liquidation and sale process, guys.
Even offers a 1-800 number for those who have more to contact the FDIC. Would we argue, Dom, relatively swift action by the agency, the FDIC? It reports out of on the tape right now that the regulators actually showed up last night.
And not just that, I mean, the moves were fast, no doubt. What was even more interesting was the juxtaposition with regard to some of the comments out of the Treasury Department earlier this morning with regard to monitoring the situation there. Also, some regulators downplaying this idea that there's a contagion effect at play. What this, I think, tends to do, and Sarah, Carl, we've seen this kind of with certain bank stress situations in the past, that there is a really quick ring fence being put into Silicon Valley Bank to reassure financial markets that this is not going to have a contagion or ripple effects to other parts of the banking sector. Now, we already know, and we've been reporting on, Carl, Sarah, all of us, our colleagues here have been showing some of the charts and some of the trading halts with regard to other West Coast banks that are certainly not Silicon Valley Bank, but have similar geographic footprints that are also now going down in value because there's a concern that depositors who had business with Silicon Valley Bank might also have business with some of these other West Coast banks as well. So a lot of this intervention right now happening very quickly, Carl, to your point, because of lessons learned in the past with regard to how you kind of ring fence these situations off to prevent that contagion fear from really taking hold, guys.
I think what it shows is that this is why we have an FDIC, right? To protect depositors and, to Dom's, I'll use his word, ring fence crises from becoming worse. If you have insured deposits, they're going to pay them out. If you have uninsured deposits, they're going to pay out a dividend. This is why there's a system, and this is why there's an FDIC regulator to protect banks. And this was a regulated bank. Dom, thank you.
You got it.